After I bought it, I just walked, spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of, it's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care what's down in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mind betrayed me many years ago. I walk alone to keep from slipping under. Got lost as soon as I stepped out the door. I'm the martyr who just never got his time to shine. I'm a punk kid, no reason why. Nothing finer than the taste of tears running down my face. So cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care what's down in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. Set off in search of satisfaction, rattling my replacement heart of gold. I'm coming back to join the cast of Carmen. I never sung a single song before. I don't really care what's down in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference.
Babe, show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this f***ing all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position, I'm about to get it. Now ain't no one about to block my hit cause someday I'm gonna find someone to tell me I'm someone doing alright. But not tonight though. I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Niall Davis. Oh, what a move. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Smith on first down. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a KC first down. On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And now it's third down. On the defensive side of the football for the Bucs, here's the lineup. You know, you look at last year, 2016, 23 points a game, right in the middle of the league, but improved, I think. How do they look going forward?
Well, they did improve, and they improved throughout the second half of the year. They focused on communication. They cut down some of the stuff they were doing defensively, made it simpler, and they played a lot faster. And look, Gerald McCoy is a terrific player on the defensive line. You got linebackers that can run in Levante David and Quan Alexander. And I thought that Keith Tandy really emerged as a safety for them down the stretch and made some big-time plays.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. Now fourth down.
Oh, man. To be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Out of his end zone, Winston. And incomplete to open things up. The intended receiver, Lewis Murphy. That'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson. And it's third down. 10 yards to go on third. Winston from his end zone on third down. He's got Evans. A gain of 11 and a first down. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
A very solid gain of 27. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. but I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. Second down, Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Jameis again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Third and long for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
A monster 2016 for Mike Evans. His Buccaneers didn't make the playoffs, but it wasn't because of his production. Led the league in targets and was in the top 5 in many other receiving categories. What a big-time year for him.
Now, fourth in yards, second in touchdowns, just outside of the top 5, sixth in catches, so he's going to be a handful. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. On fourth down, they do snap it to Winston. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on fourth and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle. Starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Burrow Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's fourth down.
putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? So the ball switches back over to Tampa Bay, and as they get set in place on offense, Charles, talk about the running game and the O-line, where they stack up going into next year, because Doug Martin was only active for 8 games this last season. Rushing total dropped down to 400 yards, basically.
Yeah, they were fortunate they picked up Jaquiz Rodgers during the year, and he gave them some nice games throughout, but I start with the offensive line. They've got some good building blocks. Left tackle Donovan Smith, guard Ali Marpet. Great places to begin. I think they'll continue to try and fortify that offensive line because that will help whoever becomes their primary ball carrier.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. It's a safety run. Parker there to make the tackle.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Holding. Defense. The penalty is declined.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. On first down, it's Charles again. Fighting through. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
It's hard to stay mad at a player who fights for yardage, even if it's not successful. But on this play, I'm just looking at what the...
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. A shotgun snap for Smith. It's complete to Chris Conley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. Smith now to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Smith. And able to find Conley. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. To the air again, Smith. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Smith. That's caught. It's Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Smith throwing again. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Rod Streeter in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Oh, Charles, that ball didn't go 10 yards. That's why the flag comes out here.
And you know they changed the rule a few years ago, Brandon. Now you only get that 1 shot as a kicking team to get it right. Now the receiving team will just possess the football.
Winston now to throw on first down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 36 yards out. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. Well, they'll get 16 yards there. And the
there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these deep coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Dancing to his left. And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin taking it in. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Conley's got it over the middle. That one goes for 13 yards. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL. The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. And Wilson has it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. A first down carry here for Charles. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. They run it. It's Charles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. Back now in Tampa, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he gets it down to the 32. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything.
So pick up the first.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They run again on first down. Martin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Returnable here for Davis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Brandon, offense. This has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out here in the eye. Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. One receiver to the left is Evans. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Smith. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So out come the Bucs now. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans.
3 chains. Ow. Caught up in my, put your head on backwards, then skate off after, engage in laughter about what just happened. Napkins get sent to mammies, is that too graphic? Catch you in traffic, you sitting daffy like stealing candy. My ceiling's absent, my wheels are massive, my friends assassins. All of us, our mothers queens and our women dancers. My rivers rapping, my fingers splashing, my gills are flapping. I bit some matches, then sip some and kiss the dragon.
I'm really rapping, no fingers snapping, them packing. Y'all slipping, my swag is dripping, so here's a napkin. What's really happening? Verbal attacking, I'm showing passion. Know what I mean? See, I'm the king like I'm from Akron. I'm going overboard, somebody call the captain. And when it come to getting checks, I always want the fat ones. I'm so I can sing to a chandelier. My flow a glass of spade and yours a can of candle.
Too many buttons, not enough. These fucking the SWAT is coming. Shoulder, no shoulder, shrugging at your nugget. Sticky like acupuncture and Magnus honey. Knock on the side door 3 times and have your money. Or get to stepping like Kappa stomping. I slap. I'm having lunch with Italian Sonny. Don't ask the subject. Lord, why you took rabbit from me? He say don't ask me nothing. Too many bodies, too many bundles. Not enough. These bugging, I heard they stun you. It's gonna be trouble. We come through and catch you while you cuddle. Barrels like tunnels. Don't even mumble.
I'm back to ballin', I'm in the back full of only. Pull on the scene and the queen playing Pastor Troy. Ready turkey, spaghetti, and castor oil. That's turn your guillotine to a fashion show. In 4 minutes, I turn this into forensics in a foreign car with a foreign. It's long-winded, paper long, and you taking long. You just don't get it. On the phone up on Say Tony, want a song with me. Hotter than Mississippi, the summer of the 1950s. In a van full of some white. Get pulled over for swerving like hi, officer. When he asked me why I was swerving, I'm swerve, officer.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 I can make it bounce by myself.
Thoughts to the Star Spangled Banner. I change your channel, I change your pattern, I ring your...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. 2 running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's Blunt's Patriots going up against Bernard's Bengals. It will be a cold one in Cincinnati as we take a look at Paul Brown Stadium. We'll welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, the snow started about 2 hours ago, and it doesn't show any signs of letting up soon as we join you from Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Kick, they recover it. Bold, but hey, it turned out beautiful.
His team might even say, gorgeous.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. Now Brady throwing on second down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain. On first and 10, here's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there. And now they'll have it 1st and goal.
After review of the play, the rookie on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, he has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Holding. Offense.
Now, 4th down, we know the difficulty factor goes way up, and we know it would be a disappointment for them to just kick a field goal here after driving all the way down the field. But I also know one other thing. It'd be a bigger disappointment to come away with no points.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Brady going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right?
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Okay, partners, New England comes out here to take the field on offense. This is such an interesting story, how they've been able to do it year after year after year. Guys talk about parity in the NFL. Well, New England has kind of transcended that parity, and they've done it with guys that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part. On offense, all right? Offensive linemen change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity times, and you're exactly right, everyone's supposed to be pretty equal. New England still a top 10 offense year in and year out. In 2016, they were number 4, and that helped them with a number 1 ranked defense as well.
So the hard count gets them there, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit them with a hard count, got them to jump.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. On play action, it's Brady. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Passing again. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And play is